Good morning. Good morning. It is February 25th, 7:16 a.m. So this is a pre-recorded. All right, guys, we had a major reversal yesterday. All right, guys. So I hope you guys, if you got the Patreon, we met our levels, met our objectives. It's good to kind of stay frosty in the morning. Let the emotions die down and then let the market pick a direction and you trade accordingly. So congratulations for those of you that actually made some money yesterday. Got a lot of texts, a lot of emails, just stating, hey, this is great, and just to kind of keep a level head in the game. These markets are very volatile. You don't want to fall in love long term. There were some opportunities, if you did your research, on certain stocks that you might want to dip. And again, what are those stocks? There's a various of stocks. Okay, so what are we looking for? We're going to be looking for, so basically, cash on pricing power, debt. So any of those companies that are not affected and are making money, as the PE ratios are going down to a reasonable rate, then yes. But if your company's not making money, not the time to buy the dip. But again, but let's dive into it. I have limited time. I'm on the road, so basically I just want to make sure that you got this covered. But it is pre-recorded, and we'll be back to our normal schedule. We'll be live next week. All right, guys, so let's get to it. So I'm working on one computer, so bear with me, and I think we're going to give you charts right now. So let's just go into it. Let me just go into full screen here, okay? So you'll have the charts. And now, what are we doing here? So, okay, let's just look at the overall markets. I'm going to make this sweet. So right now we're looking at the SPX, the NASDAQ, and the Russell. As you clearly can see, is that we are basically, we hit the lows, we hit the objective. We are below the 200-day moving. I'll make this bigger because I'm on this little 13-inch MacBook. Okay, so what are we looking here? We rallied to the lows here, 41.06. That's going to be the next low. Okay, buyers came in. MACDs look a little weak, and we're rallied. Can there be follow through? Remember, the Ukraine issue, okay, the war is over. And I think the market rallied based on, okay, the war is over. It's not as bad. There is sanctions, so it's not like the end of the world. So short term, until this escalates, we're a lot of unknowns yet. Of cyber warfare, but the market feels okay. They feel like the Fed is not going to move. So that is the sentiment right now. GDP comes out at 830. That can change everything, so be careful. But again, as far as GDP, we're going to be looking to see if we can take it that 42.90. I gave out the levels on the Patreon. I don't have them with me because I'm only on one computer, but they're on there. And I think, yeah, so go on there. Let's see if we get follow through today. So that was a very, very good. Now, we did cross under 20 to 200-day moving average, and we went down pretty significantly. Just to demonstrate to you, we went down about 200-300 points, like I stated. Now, the 200-day moving average on the NASDAQ is pretty hard resistance. We rallied up. And again, we're not going to go straight down, guys. So we're not going to go straight down. This is not how these things work. What they do, they go up, they go up, they go up, and then they have vicious cycles down. This is how bear markets operate. Just be careful. Do not buy any dips. If you want to buy companies, then nibble a little bit at companies that have low PE ratios. Okay, Russell went to his low, still in this range. Let's see how far it can go up. And remember, China hasn't really said anything. They're quiet, okay? So I don't think they need to say anything. I don't think they're going to reveal their hand. But the fact is they really are, they don't see that Russia did anything wrong. Okay, so doesn't matter. I'm just trying to see if any news is going to enter into the marketplace. As far as the E-mini futures, we are rallying right now. As you can tell, these are my levels here. So let me get rid of that, because we don't need that. And here are my levels. So basically, let's look at yesterday. So these are the E-mini futures. These were the levels that we had yesterday, and we pretty much hit all of them. So this is a good thing to know. This is on my Patreon. I write it in every evening, and then it's only for $5 if you want to support the page. And then for my my one-on-one coaching, group coaching, you have this plus extra on Sundays. Okay, we're going to meet this Sunday at 11 o'clock as well. So again, so what do we have? We met all our objectives. Now, the smart play here was yesterday not to buy puts because these guys needed to cover. There was a lot of short covering, a lot of people that needed to make their money real and basically needed to cover. So we put these levels. The minute that we hit this, broke around, bounced off of here around 1 o'clock, this is when the market really took off to these levels up here. Now for today, pretty simple. We got 4274 to 4300 on top, somewhere in that range. And on the bottom, we got 4224. I don't know what GDP is going to happen now. I don't know because I'm not really sure what news is out there. Remember, these are the levels that I see. The unknowns are if any new information enters into the marketplace. I don't know that information. But for today, going into a Friday, this is what I see, and you can go on to the next levels. So at lunch, if new things arises, I will probably post something new as far as the levels, and I'll put that on Patreon for you guys so you can have access to that. All right, so there is the futures. Futures are looking right now 42.62, and we got GDP numbers coming out at 8:30 in the morning. So don't really think we sold off quite a bit, and I think that those are, whatever the numbers are, it's already priced in. That's my suspicion, unless something crazy comes out. The VIX yesterday rallied. This is the blow off, so I just want you to demonstrate something. So again, we had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday was supposed to be a base day, or no, this was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Are we going to follow through as of previous weeks or remain in this range? So right now, if we start breaking below 29.38, then we're probably going to go higher on the XPX. However, if it follows a pattern, now this is a blow off, right? So if we start looking at the ranges, we have 1 day blow off, 2 day blow off, or is it going to remain high? Remember, nothing is out of the woods. There is some unknowns in the marketplace. Now the treasury notes are going a little bit higher, so just know that. As far as BTC, we rallied off the news yesterday. Everybody got excited, but again, we're not out of the woods yet. We got Pompano right now on TV talking about, about the sanctions. And yeah, there is a pretty great case to it. But again, if you didn't get into Bitcoin at an earlier stage, then you want to pick your spot. When to pick Bitcoin, when is the right time for you to get into it. And right now we see it basing. Let's see if we can break that 50-day, and we're using it daily. So let's see if we can break that 50-day, and let's see if we can rally, and then you can maybe get into Bitcoin as a position. But right now, it is showing me a basing pattern. Let's see if the MACDs can turn and go a little bit higher. As the overall markets, what I'm seeing is that all past, and these are the movers, and the momentum plays for today. So remember, this is a little bit earlier, so I don't know how things are going to turn out. Now, I do know that the XPX broke the 50. If you traded the XPX at the 50, that was a good spot to get into, 42.35, if you're looking for a quick trade. Remember, day twos, I don't know if we're going to have day twos, so we're going to get it. But XPX, SPY, SPL is 40.23 to 40.28. You have 5 points there. Or NASDAQ, or Russell, or Google. On Google Trade, I know a lot of you got into this Google Trade. And I'll show you on the Google Trade what it looked like. So if you trade the system, and I say load the boat, remember at 10:45 yesterday, Google hit the 50-day moving. It had a big swing. Now, what happened here is at 1 o'clock, we started breaking the 50 right here on the what? On the hourly. So again, we didn't get them white credit exactly, but if you're setting up Google and you start seeing this price action, you're seeing the MACDs that is about to break because the 50 serves as a level of resistance. This is a good place for you to have scalped the markets, or here if you see it there. But anyway, that's if you trade Google. I'm going to show you on pretty much on Amazon, but every single one of these things went back to the 50-day moving average and beyond. Okay, so again, you're looking at the overall markets. You're saying, is it pretty bullish? Are we rebounding? We had a major sell-off, and then basically this is where you wait. So again, this is why yesterday when I woke up early in the morning, I said, well, let me wait how the dust settles. We didn't know which way it was going to go. I didn't know if there was going to be enough panic selling or there was going to be short covering. Obviously, the short covering, there was a lot. Those people just buying their short positions, and then it just kind of squeezed it. So again, what is today going to bring? We're pretty far away from the 50, and let me go into that right now. Pretty far away from it. Let it pull back. Google does move on Fridays. Let's see if does it keep going or does it pull back. Amazon pulling Tesla rally. Let's see if it can pull back. IRSOG pullback. So let's see, is it going to stay in this range or is it going to rally to have a day two? So again, all across the board, maybe Apple had a nice rally. Let's see if Apple can get a day two. If Apple can bounce 160 and take 163, maybe it can go back up to 170. I don't know if that is the case, but remember, Apple has exposure to Amazon. Again, we're going to be looking at, let me just go in because I don't have a lot of time. I want to go into the spiders and see what these guys have to offer. Spiders at the 50. If it breaks to 50 or does it bounce down, watch this one, because if spiders can go to 420, then it's probably going to lead way to about 409 and retest the lows, or is it going to start breaking its way higher, 433? So haven't broken the 50 on spiders yet on the hourlies. On the QQQs, we're going to be looking at this. Qs, major headwinds around that 342. Is it going to pull back? Now, we're coming to the end here on the hourlies. Coming to the end here, watch it at that 336, because that is another right now. On the hourlies, we have major congestion right now. All moving averages are right there. Something big is about to happen. Now watch this. Is it going to come back down or rally through? So watch it at 336. This is a play for today. Watch this one. This one could move. IWM at the 50. Let's see, it's setting up. Let's see if it can come back to that 193, which is going to put you right around there. Let's see how it reacts around that 196. MACDs are still looking pretty good. On the 15-minute time frame, needs to pull back a little bit. Let's see if it reacts. If it bounces and this starts breaking through, then this could be a move to the high side. 200 is pretty hard. 201 pretty hard. All right, guys. That's all we got right now, because I have to make this short and sweet. Go out there, go get it. It's only been 12 minutes. Press that like, subscribe, and again, if you want access to the Patreon page, it's in the link on my bio somewhere down there. And go out there, go get it. And again, I'll be trading, but unfortunately, I have to be in front of a class right now and kind of sharing what I'm sharing with you guys. All right, now go out there, stay green, don't chase, let it base. Remember, if you don't know, it's better to sit down, structure your trades. Remember, you want to structure your trade, you want to execute, and then you want to manage your trade before you do any other trades. That's it. That's the secret sauce. Go in, stay tuned, and we'll see you soon. God bless. Take care. Have a great weekend.